Okay, so I've started highlighting some key information in this question here. Okay, so it does say Anwar went shopping to buy a book and some CDs. So I found that kind of like interesting in terms of the fact that he's buying a book. So we know that's one book, yeah, essentially. So one there. But then it says some CDs, so it could be any number, right? It's probably more than one, isn't it? Because when they say some. Now he had exactly £60 with him. In one shop, he bought a book costing £15 and some CDs. So there's his book there, which cost £15. And each CD cost £7. Okay? Now, what I thought of here, well, if he bought one CD, it would cost him £7 there. But if he bought three CDs, it would be £21, wouldn't it? You just triple it. Or if you bought 4 CDs, it'll be £28. You times it by 4. And that's ultimately what you're doing, isn't it? You know, the cost of the CD is £7, and then however many he buys, you times it by it, yeah? So if he bought 4, you do 7 times 4, and it'd be £28. But notice then, it says Anwar bought N CDs. So we don't actually know how many CDs he bought. It just says N CDs. So if it was 4 CDs, the cost, as I said earlier, would be £7 times 4. But because it's N CDs, it'd be £7 times N, right? And that's how I'd write it, £7 times N. Now, the pound sign might confuse you in front, so we can just think of it as 7 times N. And of course, 7 times N, we could just write as 7N. Now, it says then, write down an inequality which is satisfied by N. Okay, what's the greatest number of CDs Anwar could have bought? Well, if we think about the total cost here, right, £15 are written here for the book, yeah? We know that. And then he bought some CDs. Now, we don't know how many, so N lots of CDs, but each CD costs £7. So the total cost there would be 7N. So we can add them together. But we know, this is inequality. Inequality means that we're not going to have an equals here. We could have less than or greater than. But in this case, we need it to be less than, don't we? We need it to be less than £60. Okay, because he hasn't got more than £60. He's got exactly 60 with him. So we need the cost to come under £60, or it could equal £60. But then again, it does say he's going to have some change. So it's definitely going to be under. So what I can do now, I can treat this like an equation. Take that 15 over the other side, and it becomes a minus. So then £45, okay? And then think about what we do here. Because we times out, we could take the 7 over and divide, okay? And when we divide, of course, well, 7 goes into 45. Now, it doesn't go into it completely. It goes into it 6 times, and there's going to be some left over, isn't there? It goes into it 6 times, which gives me 42. So it'll be 3 left over 7. So we know now N has got to be less than this. It's got to be less than 6 3/7. Okay, so if it's going to be less than that, of course with CDs you have a whole amount of CDs, so less than this means you're going to buy 6 CDs.